Hey guys, Tony Gerard for Shawnee College Science in Seconds. I'm here at the Barcusen Visitor Center, Cache River State Natural Area. I want to talk a little bit about plants and sex. You know, when we think about sex, we usually think of animals, but plants reproduce with sperm cells and egg cells just like animals do. A lot of people don't realize that. And flowers in the flowering plants, the angiosperms, are actually sexual devices. Carolus Linnaeus, that came up with our modern taxonomy system, the way we give scientific names to things, was one of the first guys that said flowers were sexual devices for plants. This is a mallow flower, one of the plants that grows in our wetlands around here. We have several different species of them. It's in the hibiscus family, those big red tropical flowers. You see the pictures of Hawaiian girls wearing it in their hair, are also a hibiscus. But I got it for an example because if we look close inside here, see these little dealy boppers here with a little yellow thing on the end? That's the stamen. That's the male part. And the little yellow thing on the end is an anther, and that's where the pollen is. And pollen is basically plant sperm. And down underneath here, there's going to be an ovary somewhere down in there. And the sperm from the pollen fertilizes the egg down in the ovary, and that fertilized egg becomes the seed, and the ovary around it swells up and becomes the fruit. Now, even for plants that have both male and female parts, they're usually offset because you don't want to fertilize your own eggs if you're the plant. But some plants have both male and female parts in one flower like this. Some plants have totally different male and female individuals. Holly bushes are like that. You might have noticed some holly bushes have red berries every year, some never do. The ones without the berries, those are the males, they just produce pollen. The ones with the red berries, those are the females. When those eggs get fertilized, it swells up into a fruit, and that's the red berries. Marijuana plants are also like that with separate sexed individuals, as are persimmon and ginkgo trees. And other flowering plants are different still. Hey, so now I'm up the road from where I was in the yard of faculty member Tim Frizzell. Now, we didn't tell him that we were gonna do this, so don't anybody let him know we came into his yard without permission. But anyway, got corn behind me here, right? Now, corn still has male and female flowers, but in this case, they're both on the same plant. This tassels up at the top, that's the male flower. That's where the pollen's produced. And the silk coming out of the ear, that's the female flower. Now this is all dried up, and corn is wind pollinated. So wind carries the pollen, lands on the silk, sperm, the pollen, goes up, fertilizes the egg, and that's what develops into the kernel of corn. And we've all got an ear of corn sometime, eating corn on the cob, where there's just one little kernel missing. That one didn't get fertilized. The sperm never made it to the egg. So even plants still reproducing with sperm cells and egg cells. Part of life on Earth. How cool is that?
Tony Gerard, get out of my yard!